in today's episode, I want to get started about what is the pros and cons of going to college or university if you live in Europe. And I'm someone who went to university to get my bachelor, master, and I'm right now getting my PhD still. So I can say like pros and cons, and Hunter can say like different opinions. So we're going to a little bit of debate and get some things going. Like,
there's a
lot
of
bit of hit.
Yeah, well, hopefully we don't get in too big of a debate. But the reason we're talking about this is because a lot of people do get in a debate about whether they should go to college or not. And it's funny because Daniel has an amazing degree and has a lot of experience going in college. And I am the opposite, where I have no college experience. And not only that is my high school education, I've had multiple different high school experience as well. So we're going to talk about the differences and the pros and cons. I guess I'm going to start with some of the cons of not getting a degree myself. Some of the things that I deal with at not having a degree in this time of the world. First of all, the world values people largely by the education they receive. Now, how we gauge the education we have received or have is typically done through seeing their certifications or their degrees that they get from college or some other way. Now, we can value or see how much education somebody has without a degree and just by seeing what they can do. But again, largely the world values people off the education they have received. So, a lot of times sometimes when they do ask me, it's very rare, but they do ask me, to get this job, you need a degree. I don't have that. So I have to go around getting jobs in a different way. Most of the time when I get a job, I'm not doing it online. Just keep that in mind. I can get a lot of different jobs, and I have had a lot of jobs, but I don't go the way that most people go. I don't go online, and I don't fill out the forms because my history on forms and on paper doesn't look that good, but I still have a lot of knowledge. Those are the cons that I experience. And then what about you?
So I received my education going from bachelor was the humanities, over the international law. There's this fear when like you have both like knowledge of your national law. And for example, if you live in the United States, there's a law that is based on the precedents if it's America, and there's international law that says that like no countries shall attack each other, and many other things they regulate. And there's basically a law between countries or a private organization who also just operate internationally, because if someone wants to get a contract from a country from different country, like a company, you would need just to sign agreement in some like international like organization, like arbitration. And when you're newly graduate from this degree, you just get applied to like yearless positions, and it's not may like be so like rewardly as you would do when you just get started to do musical concerts and so, because they're so more glamorous in a degree, but at the end you're just working starting from the bottom. Mm-hmm. And that may not like be the best case, because in business you just how hard you work is how hard you get paid. But if you like work in some other type of jobs, your payment are not as equivalent you would get doing your own thing, and in your own thing you control your own destiny. I mean, like how much you would get paid from this.
So do you think that you're getting your degree as a pro or a con?
It depends mostly on the degree, because what I like is when I get a degree so I can get some internship and get into some sort of startup. So I'm like kind of a lawyer who just like maybe just burn out from law and wants to do mostly programming and engineering type of thing. Like, and I know that I need experience to just get some startup going, because everyone who have done it and tried, they either had a team, they knew things themselves, and they tried and failed. But how you gonna get experience, as you said, if you don't have a degree? You just asked around in a park as we did, and we found and 15 years old guy who was doing robot technology, and he knew Arduino, and he had that his uncle can help with some job in the future. But you need to learn things yourself. It's our newest technology, like you can learn it easily, because you can just type some prompt commands and they answer all your questions. They not be specifically like they tell you exactly why it happens in the first place, or they tell you like in a, how you say, like hard language to read, but you still can understand things and put pieces together if you just have friends who knew, like who have a degree already. And I don't think like people can reject you based on that you don't have a degree, because it's mostly human interaction, not like B2B, business to business.
Yeah, exactly, and that's one of those big deciding reasons why I made that choice to not get the college degree, is because of that very reason. If you don't have a college degree, a lot of how you get a job or how you progress is by showing yourself, showing who you are without waiting for that, show them what's on paper. You have to show your skills and show what you're doing to the people, and get out there a little bit more. Show your skills, show your talents, show your knowledge. And this is I would say a pro for me as an extrovert who leads as an extrovert. I can be introverted, but I lead as an extrovert. And it's there's something very powerful in just meeting somebody and leading with your strengths rather than leading with your qualifications. You lead with your strengths actively, because when there's somebody who also doesn't have degrees, they're leading with their strengths also. And if you find a group of people who are all just trying to use their skills to create a business, an idea, an organization, a movement, whatever it is, then nobody's going to be asking about what qualifications you have, and they'll be valuing what are your qualifications doing, like how are they benefiting us right now. So that's one of the pros that I love. I love to be able to just get out there and show people my skills without needing to worry about qualifications. I've learned that that's actually extremely powerful in today's world, and maybe it'll continue to do that in the future, but we don't know. The world might go back to wanting a degree and only a degree, but we'll see what happens. But that's all the time we have for this video, the pros and cons of an education. And I would like to know from the comments what you guys think also. It's again, it's kind of a debate that we can get into. So
we can post like more videos about it, because this also comes down what choose you school you want to go to. Because as I said, like there's mostly problems go with humanities degrees, because in political science it's hard again to get a job, because like you just speak about politics in your country, you just speak about like what's the difference between blue and red, and what they're doing, and what's going to be a future of our country.
Exactly.
And
sorry, go ahead.
So yeah, and it's this psychology. You can just practice as also in public and private place. So, and psychology is pretty much like a demanding career. And if you definitely want to get into psychology and help people overcome their like internal struggles, you just definitely should go ahead into psychology. It just depends on what type of mindset you have.
Yeah, so let us know. Let us know what you guys think about these topics we've shared, these insights on college or no college. And we'll be happy to see you guys again and hear your comments. So
okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, I think I ended it, but if not,
I did not.